Yeah, I know. It's been a minute. But I'm back. New season, new outlook, and a new IG 50Y. So it's been long enough. Let's get straight into it. All aboard, folks. The Jim Harbaugh era is officially underway. And I mean, after having to suffer through the evils of names like Brandon Staley, Anthony Lynn, and Mike McCoy for the better part of the last decade, I would say we deserve this. But now you find yourself with a qualified NFL head coach that not only has experience, but a winning pedigree to boot. This doesn't even feel real still to me. Kind of like a lucid dream. But folks, I can assure you, this is very real. And the New Orleans is about to come out of me a little bit. But to the rest of the league, we coming for that crown, ho. Yeah, ho. Believe that. And wouldn't you know it, in his first training camp as Chargers head coach, Jim Harbaugh already appears to be righting some wrongs. I mean, Chargers 2023 first round draft pick Quinton Johnston enters his sophomore campaign as wide receiver 4. Now, this is a far cry from the impression he was apparently given near the end of rookie minicamp last year, when he believed himself to have already locked up a starting position, which was crazy to me. But at the time, the wide receiver core, of course, was led by Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. So that would have meant he believed he was going to leapfrog Josh Palmer, who at present day is the incumbent wide receiver 1 with Slay and Mike Williams no longer in the fold. I'm sure Josh, much like one Michael Jeffrey Jordan once said, probably took that personally. But I digress. Early reports indicate that QJ's actually gotten off to an impressive start in camp. And he's been complimented on his improved route running and apparently no signs of the dropsies thus far, which is great because, wide receivers are supposed to be able to catch the ball. But anyway, Harbaugh's even already singing his praises. And Lord knows I trust Jim Harbaugh. But let's temper our expectations and wait to see if this new and improved QJ sticks around for pads and live contact, shall we? Another interesting tidbit to me that came out here in the last few days, or first couple of days of camp, should I say, is about Jordan McFadden. Might have to call him Mick Mulligan. That probably won't work, but you'll see where I'm going with this. Remember last year he got a little burn as a lead blocking fullback. I mean, it came with mixed results, and I'm not even going to front with you. I came away from that experience thinking I'd be cool never seeing that again, but apparently Greg Roman wants to run it back and maybe sees him as something akin to another 300-plus pounder he deployed as a lead blocking bowling ball in Baltimore. Say that 3 times fast. And of course, I'm referencing Patrick Ricard. With this staff and this scheme, I'm cool with them giving him a similar opportunity in addition to what he can offer on the interior. Honestly, for a cat his size, he's actually pretty athletic. So I guess the question is, what could it hurt? We're family, right? So you don't mind a little TMI? I might be sitting over here with some powder blue balls. As president of the Please Draft Junior Colson fan club this offseason, this sucks. During Harbaugh's Wednesday presser, he basically dropped the news that the reason Junior Colson's been placed on the non-football injury list is due to him undergoing an appendectomy. I mean, come on. Listen, I'm not worried, but I hate the fact that this kid basically wrapped his college career up battling through injuries, and to this point, he has yet to be fully healthy. I'm not going to overreact, though. I just had this image of him walking into the defensive film room during camp, like day 1, and going full on Bane the second he walks in the room. Something like, "You think Jesse Minter is your ally. You merely adopted the scheme. I was born in it, molded by it." Oh well, in due time. I can get straight to the point. I'm not even going to hold you. Keep it short and sweet. I love Ben Herbert because he's getting his team war ready already. Listen, this fourth quarter extra work he's giving these guys post practice does my old school football heart so much good. Some may see it as pushing the envelope with the players, especially the vets, but in truth, this is where you find out who really wants to be a champ. Yo, like after an hour and a half or longer of an up-tempo practice, the last thing any player is itching to do is 20 additional minutes of conditioning work. But this is going to be the difference between an 8-9 win team that misses the playoffs and an 11-win squad that teams are going to dread having to match up with in the back nine of the season that could potentially also be hitting its stride while punching its ticket into the playoffs. So what I'm saying here, people, is welcome to this new era of Chargers football. The fun part isn't even just this year, because I do believe that the Chargers will sneak into the playoffs. I think I had them at 11 wins. I'm going to say 10 or 11. Hedge a little bit. But again, I do see them as a playoff team. But the fun for me isn't just this year. This is just the genesis of it. We get to see Jim Harbaugh build this thing up. The fun for me is looking forward in the next 2 to 3 years, where I really and truly feel like this is going to be a team that competes for a Super Bowl and is going to stay in the hunt for years to come, because they're going to get the players that they want. They're going to have guys who physically want to come and play for this team, so it won't be that difficult to attract free agents. They've got some money coming off of the books here soon that will allow them to pay some guys. I think they're going to build everything through the draft and supplement it with some free agency picks, but all the moves are going to be appropriate to building a high level, super competitive squad. That's what I'm excited about. So that's going to be a wrap for me. I know this was a short one, but it's the off season, first couple of days of camp. You've heard pretty much everything else that's going on, so don't want to regurgitate a bunch of stuff that you've probably heard people talk about a million times over. These are just some things that caught my attention and what were top of mind for me. So thanks for coming through. Until the next one, I'll catch you later. Gone.